Hi, my name is Tiana. Welcome to the Wellness Corner. I will be guiding you through your practice today. We'll start off slow and low to the ground, and we'll work our way up to some standing balancing postures. It's a great time to start practicing our balance as the holidays are over and we're back into the full swing of things with school starting. So we'll work on balance today. So I hope you enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started. Come around onto your back. If you have blocks, you'll go ahead and use them in this first posture. As you come down onto your back, bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees rest, or even your thighs, on your blocks. If you don't have blocks, that's okay too. What you might do if you find this is intense without your block is to slide your feet further away from you. That'll take some of the intensity off, or to straighten your legs completely. So find something that feels comfortable here for you that you can hold for just a minute or so as we settle into this space. Draw your arms down the sides of your body. Notice your breath. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. I invite you to set your intention for your practice. So you'll call in whatever it is you could use more of here in this space, whatever it is that you would like to cultivate. So maybe that's to stay present, to find some calm or compassion for where you are on and off of the mat. So once you have your intention set, take your hands to the outsides of your knees, draw your knees in to touch. If you're using your blocks, you can go ahead and just take those off to the side. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Rock here gently from side to side. Press your low back into the mat so you give yourself a little massage here as you rock. And then as you rock back to center, reach your arms out like airplane wings and face your palms down. Let your knees fall gently to the right, and they might even just tap the earth. They're not going to come all the way down. And then inhale, come back up to center, and exhale, let your knees fall to the left. Inhale up, and exhale to the right. So you're using the strength of your arms, the leverage of your arms, to keep your body from rolling all the way over. So you're able to find this twisting movement. We're just moving with our breath here. Take a few more. And your gaze can stay lifted, or it can go in the opposite direction of your knees. One more on each side. And rock back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Take your hands behind your thighs and rock forward and back a few times. So you're going to rock all the way up to your tailbone, to your seat, and then back. So do this a few times as you give yourself a massage down the length of your spine. So this should feel really nice. And then once you have enough momentum, you'll rock all the way up to a seated position. So I'm just going to turn and face you here. Take your hands to your shins in this easy seat. We'll take a few seated cat-cows. So you inhale, draw your heart space forward. You can bend your elbows even in and back. Lift your gaze. Exhale as you round. Lean into it so that your arms are drawn long and you feel this stretch in your upper back. Your chin draws in towards your chest. You can inhale, come through center. Lift your heart to the sky. Lift your gaze. Exhale as you round. Just follow the breath here. So inhale as you pull forward, draw your shoulder blades in towards each other. And exhale as you round, stretch it out. Take two more. Inhale. Exhale, round. One more full breath in. Pull your heart forward. And exhale, round it out. Come back to your neutral seat. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, place your right hand down to the mat, just to the outside of your right hip. And with your left arm, reach up and over. Feel the stretch along your left waistband. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale, your left hand down as you reach up and over through your right fingertips. So let's take this with your breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale to center, you get nice and long and tall. Exhale to the left, relax your knees. One more each side. Inhale, reach. Exhale to the right. Inhale, get tall. Exhale to the left. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, bring your hands together at your heart space. And relax your arms. Okay, so coming on to all fours, your tabletop position. Just gonna move my blocks out of the way and up towards the top of your mat. So you might want to use them if you are using them as we move on in our practice. In tabletop, usually your knees are directly under your hips, hip distance apart, and your wrists and elbows are under your shoulders. Here, we're going to walk our knees back a few inches so that they're not directly under our hips, and press your hips gently forward. So we're in a supported plank pose. So you're nice and strong here in your arms. Inhale, press the mat away, and as you exhale, bend your elbows and lower all the way to your belly. Your palms stay planted. Your fingertips are about in line with the tops of your shoulders. Inhale to draw your heart space forward, your shoulders draw down your back, and slightly lift your chest. This is your cobra pose. Exhale, lower your chin back down. So we'll take that again. Inhale, draw your heart space forward, lengthen and lift. And exhale to lower down. One more time. Inhale, maybe coming up just a little bit higher, being sure we're not drawing the shoulders up to the ears, so that we're relaxing them down the back. And exhale to release. Tuck your toes under. Use your knees as you press up to that supported plank pose. And from here, lift your knees and send your hips high to downward facing dog. So our first downward facing dog, let's walk it out. Bend your knees back and forth, right and left a few times. Shake your head, yes, no. Just releasing some tension. So in your downward facing dog, your feet are about hip distance apart. You can have your heels pressed low. They don't have to touch the mat. So it doesn't matter if they touch the mat or not. Your knees can be soft here. And what that does, that'll take some of the tension off of the back side of your body if you have soft knees. And it also elongates your spine. So you have a long spine, your hands and arms are shoulder distance apart, and your fingers are spread nice and wide. So over time, as you practice, maybe your heels get a little bit closer to the earth and your legs get a little straighter. but it's not the goal. The goal is to just feel the stretch on the back side of your body. So wherever that is for you. Inhale to come up high on your toes, gaze towards your hands, and walk your feet to meet your hands, however many steps that takes. Once you're there, inhale, lengthen half lift. So you could use your blocks here if you're using them, or your hands can be on your shins. And then exhale, hold down. Let's take that again. Inhale, lengthen halfway lift, shift the weight into the tops of your feet. Your tail extends back and the crown of your head reaches forward. Exhale, hold it down. Take one more. Inhale, lengthen halfway lift, draw your shoulders down your back, pull your heart space forward. Exhale as you fold. So I'm just going to place my blocks off to the side and grab opposite elbows here and hang heavy or even sway from side to side. Relax your head and neck here. And rock back to center, release your elbows. Keep your feet where they are, they're about hip distance apart. Inhale, slowly come up to stand. I'm gonna have a slight bend in my knees and slide my fingertips up the front of my legs. My head is the last to rise. Reach your arms up and overhead as you lengthen up and get nice and tall. Exhale, bring your hands together, your heart space. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, dive down, hinge. So your arms can go out like a swan. Inhale, lengthen halfway lift. Again, either hands on your blocks or your shins. Exhale, fold your body down. And inhale, sweep your arms up. Reach up, lift your gaze. Exhale, bring your hands together at your heart space. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, dive down, hinge, that long spine. Inhale, lengthen halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And we'll take one more of those. Inhale, sweep your arms up, lengthen up. Exhale, bring your hands together at your heart space. Relax your arms. Let's just take a few breaths here in your mountain pose. Grounding into your feet. Lift your thighs up from your kneecaps. Find a slight tilt of your pelvis forward. Relax your shoulders down your back and grow tall through the crown of your head. Inhale, sweep your arms out and down. Exhale, fold your body down, hinge at your hips. Inhale, lengthen halfway lift. Exhale, fold your body down. Keep your right foot planted. Slide your left leg back. Come down onto your back knee. You could keep your toes tucked or release them. I like to keep them tucked because then they're like a kickstand as we find some balance here. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. So this is where things can get a little wobbly. If you want to challenge your balance, you can untuck your toes here. And since this is a balancing practice today, you decide, what is it that you need here? So here, as you press your hips gently forward, there's still a slight tilt of your pelvis forward. You feel this nice stretch on your left hip flexor. Your right knee is over your ankle. Reach up through your fingertips. Lengthen out of the sides of your body. Take another breath. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Find a slight back bend as you lift your heart up towards the sky. Press your hips forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, place your hands down to the mat or even onto your blocks on either side of your right foot and straighten into your front leg. Your toes point up towards your face. Draw your right hip point back into space, and with your right heel, energetically draw the mat in towards you. So you're not really moving your foot, but there's this energy like you're pulling it, and you feel this nice stretch on the back of your right leg. Take another breath in. Exhale here. Inhale, bend back into your front knee. Exhale to tuck your toes on your back foot and lift your knee. Step your back foot forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. This time, keep your left foot forward. Slide your right leg to the back of your mat. So you're in this like runner's lunge. Release your back knee down. Maybe release your toes. You get to the side. Grounding down into your left foot and your back knee. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Again, find the slight tilt of your pelvis as you gently press your hips forward. So just being mindful, we're not dumping into our hips here, but we're using strength. Lengthen out of the sides of your body. Take another inhale as you lengthen and reach up. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your heart to the sky. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, place your hands to the mat. Again, either to the mat or to your blocks. Straighten into your front leg. Draw your left hip point back, your right hip draws gently forward, and we still have length in our spine here. So whether you're on your blocks or on your fingertips, your spine is long. Bend back into your front knee. You'll move your blocks off to the side if you're using it. Tuck your toes on your back foot, lift your knee, step forward. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. And exhale, fold your body down. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale your hands together at your heart space. So with your feet still about that hip distance apart, go ahead and relax your arms down the sides of your body. Reach your arms with your palms down forward so your wrists and elbows and shoulders are in line. So your arms are parallel to your mat. Bend your knees and sit down and back. So as you're here, shift the weight into your heels. So you can even lift your toes and test it out. Where's the weight distributing? Again, your knees here draw back and there's that slight tilt of your pelvis forward. Your spine is long, lengthen through your arms. Draw your shoulders back into space. So maybe you sit a little bit deeper here. Engage your thighs, your legs. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, sit a little bit deeper. And inhale, come to stand. Relax your arms. We'll let that go. Okay, so I'm going to turn and face you now as we head into another of our balancing postures, your tree pose. Shift the weight into your left leg. Come onto your right toes and turn your right knee out. So your ankle can rest, your foot can rest or press into your left ankle, or because maybe that's enough for your balance today and you feel challenged here. Or you can place your foot at your calf or your upper thigh. So be mindful it's above or below your knee. So we don't want to press into the knee joint. Wherever your foot is, press it into your leg, and at the same time, press your leg into your foot. Your hands come together at your heart space. Your right knee gently presses back, your hip is open. So this is a great place to be if you're looking for even more of a challenge here. You could soften your gaze and look up towards the sky. You could even close your eyes. Another option is to express your tree and open it up here. Rooting down while growing tall through the crown of your head. And it's okay if you're wiggling and wobbling. Trees actually move. They're not statues. So it's okay. We're not looking for, this perfection. We're looking to be challenged. And when we're challenged, to notice how our breath is. Are you keeping a nice breath, a deep breath about you? Are you holding your breath? So if you've expressed your tree, bring your hands together at your heart space, float your right knee forward and step it down and relax your arms. Okay, so now shift your weight into your right leg. Come onto your left toes and turn your knee out. You could stay. So you decide where it is that you want to go. You kind of play with it and figure that out. We're not in a rush. Above or below your knee. And then again, your leg presses into your knee and your knee presses into your leg. So just notice here, are you dumping into your hips here? Seeing how my right hip is pressing out. Can you keep a nice long spine, your hips neutral and facing forward, while your left knee presses gently back? Your hands to your heart, they could stay. You could close your eyes or lift your gaze or do whatever it is you did on the other side, while at the same time honoring where you are, because this side is different than the others. So no judgment. Notice your breath. And if you expressed your tree, bring your hands back together at your heart space. Shift your right knee forward and step it down and let that go. So with your feet about that hip distance apart, come back into your chair pose. And I'm going to stay facing forward this time. Bend your knees. This time, as you sit down and back, reach your arms forward and up. So your biceps are with your ears. There's a slight tilt of your pelvis forward. Your spine lengthens and lengthen along the sides of your bottom. On your inhale, come up to stand while bringing your right leg up with you. So your left leg is straight and your right knee is in line with your hip. Your toes point up towards your face. Notice your hips here. See, I notice that I'm dumping into one, so I'm going to try to neutralize my hips here by bringing my right hip point gently down and my left hip up. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step it down, bring your hands together at your heart space. Relax your arms. So coming back into your chair pose, bend your knees, lift your arms, sink into it. And inhale, come up to stand and bring your left leg up with you. So your knee is in line with your hip. Your toes point up towards your face. Stay engaged. Maybe you feel that your left thigh muscle is working here. Inhale and exhale to step it down. Bring your hands together at your heart space and you'll let that go. Okay, moving on to our last balancing posture. Shift your weight into your right leg and lift your left. So that same posture we were in, your right knee is in line with your hip. Take your right hand to your left shin. Perfect place to stay. For more balance, you could stay with both hands wrapped around your shin. We're going to play with a twist here. So stand up nice and tall and reach your left arm out and then back. So reach your left arm back, back, back while keeping your hips facing forward. Your gaze could face to the left or look back towards your fingertips. Stand up tall as you inhale and exhale as you twist. Slowly come back to center. Keep your leg where it is, hands to your heart, straighten your left leg forward and place it down. And let that go. Shift your weight into your left leg. Lift your right. Again, your knee is in line with your hip. Bring your left hand to your right shin, maybe both hands. Or you extend your right arm out to the side initially, so find your balance, counterbalance, and slowly twist to the right. Follow your fingertips with your gaze. Stand up tall on the inhale, and exhale, you twist a little deeper. Find something to focus on. Come back to center. Keep your knee where it is. Bring your hands to your heart. Extend your right leg forward. And step it down. And we let that go. Relax your arms. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, dive down, hinge. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold your body down. So place your hands down onto the mat and step back and come onto your knees. So you're in that tabletop position. And from tabletop, just swing your legs around, coming to a seated position. And once you're seated here, take your hands behind you. Your feet are on the mat planted, and you have like these pyramid shape with your legs. Take your right ankle and cross it just above your left leg. So if this is a little tight to make that connection, straighten your legs first, then take your ankle over your knees. So you have this figure four. That's what it's called actually. So you have a figure four shape with your knees. Then you can lean into your elbows and slide your left heel back. And then straighten into your arms without locking out your elbows so they're soft. And press your chest towards your legs. So for less intensity, you walk your foot forward. For more, you bring it in closer. So you feel this stretch in your outer right hip. So breathe into it. And to release, soften into your elbows and walk your foot forward until you can place your right foot back onto the mat. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. So again, you can straighten your leg and place your ankle just above your right knee. And then slide your ankle in and straighten into your arms. Press your chest towards your legs. Where do you feel the stretch? And you make your adjustments. If you get into the shape and it's a bit much, you back out. If you're looking for more, you go a little bit deeper. So you'll bend back into your elbows just so you can lean back and unwind. We're going to come down onto our seats. You might scoot or onto our backs. So you might scoot your seat up just a little bit so that you have enough mat behind you as you come onto your back. If you have a block handy, take your block into your hands the long way and reach your arms forward. Inhale to lift your chest. Exhale, slowly lower down. So we're just going to ever so slowly lower all the way down onto our box. Once you're there, place your block off to your side and hug your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. You can rock gently from side to side. As you rock back to center, flex your feet and press the soles of your feet up towards the sky with your knees bent. Separate your legs out and take your hands either to your calves, to your ankles, or maybe to the outsides of your feet. Press your low back down into the mat. As you pull your knees down towards the earth, press the soles of your feet up through your hands up towards the sky. And you'll rock here gently from side to side. So think, what would a baby do here? Rocking from side to side. You could flirt with straighten your legs out in opposite directions. Hug your knees back into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Take a nice tight grip here, a nice little ball, and you roll up into. Then release. Extend your legs down your mat. Let your feet fall open. Your arms draw down the sides of your body. Your palms flip open. Relax your shoulders. There's a slight tilt of your chin down towards your chest so that the back of your neck is long. Relax your jaw, release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And soften the space in between your eyes. For the next few minutes, find stillness in your body and stillness in your mind. So any thoughts that come, allow them to come and then let them go. Try not to hold on to anything here. Shavasana. Bring some awareness back to your breath, back to the space around you. And some gentle movement into your body as you wiggle your fingers and toes. Rock your head gently from side to side. Bend your knees and roll over onto your side, whichever side is most comfortable, and cradle your head into your arm. Think of like this fetal position. Feel supported by the earth beneath you. And with a soft gaze or even your eyes closed, use the strength of your arms to press up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands together at your heart space, your thumbs connect to your heartbeat. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for allowing me to share my practice. Have a beautiful, peaceful rest of your day. I hope that this practice, you were able to find some challenge and also some steadiness as you balanced, and hopefully take that off of the mat with you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.